Hello, welcome back to welcome back for all the students. Is it audible to everyone? Is this audible? Is this audible to everyone? Yeah, children. First and foremost, today's gunshot questions I'll give you. First chapter we have a nutrition. See, first chapter we have a nutrition. So very important chapter, and you may get many questions from the nutrition. Okay. So you read from nutrition. Very gunshot question. Is it clear, children? See the first gunshot question. Photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? And write its chemical reaction. What is photosynthesis? Write its chemical reaction. That's the first question. What is a photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a photochemical reaction. Photosynthesis is a photochemical reaction in which plants prepare their own food in the presence of sunlight and utilizing carbon dioxide and water produce their own food. It is called as photosynthesis. That is a very important question from nutrition. And next from nutrition, explain an activity. Plants prepare their own food in the presence of carbon dioxide and sunlight. In the presence of that is called moles half-leaf experiment. Moles half-leaf experiment. It's a gunshot question. Moles half-leaf experiment. You know that carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. It's gunshot question. 4 more questions. This is a gunshot. And next, hydrilla experiment. Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. Among these 2 questions, one is compulsory. Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis is compulsory question. We know that hydrilla plant experiment that you read. And next, in nutrition's, you just prepare TS of leaves, transverse section of leaves. TS of leaf, it's an important for the figures when they ask you the question, draw and explain the TS of leaf. And next, very important question, what actually vitamins. Here 2 more question, what is a Kwashiorkor disease? You know that Kwashiorkor, it is a disease of protein deficiency. You just read about Kwashiorkor. And next to obesity. Among this is a 2 mark question. Kwashiorkor you will get compulsory. About obesity also you will get compulsory. Remember, Kwashiorkor and obesity, among these 2 you will get compulsory question. And next vitamins, it's a very compulsory gunshot question. You will get 1 mark question from the vitamins. You will get 2 mark question from the vitamins. You will get 4 mark question from the vitamins. We know that vitamin B1, this is also called as thiamine. Vitamin, and from resource, from where it get, what deficiency will get if lack of the vitamin B1, and what actually symptoms of that. That's a very important table. So what actually vitamin thiamine B1, it is available in cereals, oil seeds, vegetables, milk, meat, fish, eggs. So what diseases will get with this deficiency? Beriberi. And from actually symptoms, we'll get actually fits and loss of appetite. We feel lack of hungry. And next, riboflavin. This is called vitamin B2. Riboflavin, vitamin B2, niacin, vitamin B3. And next we are having cyanocobalamin, next folic acid, next pantothenic acid, Next, biotin. Overall, you go with this vitamins table compulsory question. From this vitamin table, you will get questions. One mark question you will get, objective will get, and you will get 4 mark also. Many a time they ask, they'll give the table format of the vitamins. They'll give the table format of the vitamins. They'll ask you. But from this diseases, kwashiorkor, obesity, because now burning issue. Obesity is a burning issue. Majority of the people suffering with the obesity, you read about obesity and kwashiorkor. So from first chapter, these 2 questions compulsory ma. And next, difference between the photosynthesis and respiration. Photosynthesis and respiration, and go with the aerobic, anaerobic. From these two, you will get any one question. And next you go for second chapter. What actually respiration? This is very important. Respiration. From this chapter, you will get the questions. What questions you may get? You may get the questions like what are the questions? The difference between inspiration, expiration, aerobic, anaerobic. These 2 questions you read. And next you are having, what you are having? What happen if diaphragm is not there in your body? This is what actually your 2-mark question. This is what actually your 2-mark question. And next, collect information about respiratory diseases. Collect information about respiratory diseases. Okay. This is from second chapter. You read about the difference between the respiration and inspiration, anaerobic and anaerobic. These 2 are very important. And you read about so during the respiration process, it's very essential part. What actually aerobic and anaerobic, and learn the labels of mitochondria. Mitochondria labels, and here gaseous exchange in the lungs. Gaseous exchange in the lungs, that is also very important. And pathway of air. You have a flow chart. What is the flow chart you are having? Respiration, breathing, and gaseous exchange, and gaseous transport to the blood. That flow chart we are having, that you practice. Okay. From second chapter you are having mitochondria also. And next, athlete. During athlete you will get 2-mark question. Why athlete consume glucose? Why athlete consume glucose? It's an important question. Okay. And why after running athlete you will feel pain in muscles? What is the reason? Why did you feel pain after complete his exercise? And next we are having one more chapter, that is actually heat evolved during respiration activity. It's very important. Heat evolved during respiration is a very important question. So here orally gunshot questions. Vitamin is a gunshot question, and there's kwashiorkor is a gunshot question. Obesity is a gunshot question, and carbon dioxide is very important during photosynthesis. And hydrilla, these are the gunshot questions. And next we go for transportation and the circulatory system. In transportation and the circulatory system. So during the transportation and circulation system, third chapter. My intention is what actually I am having low battery. Even here net is not available. You write the questions. You write the question. Okay, so third chapter questions, from third chapter you are having a very important question. That is what the important question. Okay, what happens epiglottis? What happens if epiglottis and diaphragm does not function? This is very important question. What happens if epiglottis and diaphragm does not function? And next, you learn about pituitary gland, and which hormone it secreted, response of the body to hormone, thyroid, adrenal, pancreas. These are actually endocrinal glands and hormones secreted. You learn about these four glands: pituitary gland, thyroid gland, adrenal gland, and pancreas. And from third chapter, transportation and the circulation system. Transportation and circulation system. Cardiac circle. Cardiac circle, it's an important question. Cardiac circle, it's an important question. Internal structure of heart. Internal structure of heart. And next, sphygmomanometer. What is the common blood pressure of human being? 120/80. This numerical value they will ask you. What is the common blood pressure of the human being? That is 120/80. What is 120? What is 80? The systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. This frequently repeated question for a 2-mark question. What is the common blood pressure of a human being? What is that? 120/80. What is 120? Systolic pressure. What is 80? Diastolic pressure. This is what actually important question mark. And next gunshot question, difference between RBC and WBC. Difference between RBC and WBC. Difference between RBC and WBC also, it's an important question. And next question. So from this chapter, these are the gunshot question. And next we go for excretion and the wastage disposing system. Excretion and wastage dispose system. So here you need to have yes. Okay. Here, what is dialysis? What is dialysis? That is important question. What is dialysis? It's an important question. And next, mechanism of urine formation. Mechanism of urine formation. And finally, structure of nephron. Structure of nephron. Structure of nephron. Yeah. Okay. And these are actually gunshot questions from this chapter. So I think that actually if you have any doubt, you do one thing, subscribe and message me, then I'll reach your message, then I'll send the information and the related question and related answer through that. So when you subscribe, I will get a notification. Due to that notification, I'll send you the answer. But whatever the questions from first chapter you read about vitamins that you will get 4-mark question. And next you will get internal structure of a kidney, you will get that is compulsory. These 2 questions you will get anyhow.
About secondary.
You read these questions, you will get compulsory 2 questions because you will get 2 questions only. And next the difference between about respiration and photosynthesis, anaerobic and anaerobic.
About secondary alkalines.
Yeah, about secondary alkaline. Yeah, I'll send through that. Once those who are interested, you send me that. You subscribe and send the hi. I'll send whatever the question you'll send. I'll send the information because I'm having a low battery. So that I'm signing off today. You don't worry. I'll send through that message, the question and answer for that. Okay, beta.
Fifth chapter.
Fifth chapter. Okay. Wait. See, you read this. You focus first regarding these questions. Fifth chapter, coordination and the linking system. From fifth chapter, wait a while. From fifth chapter.
Fifth chapter.
Yeah, wait. I'm sending you the question from fifth chapter. Yeah, from fifth chapter, you are having distinguish between stimulus and response, and central nervous system, peripheral. This is very important. From fifth chapter, you concentrate. Central nervous system means brain and spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system, we are having all nerves throughout the body. And next, stimulus and response is an important question. Stimulus and response. Okay. And labeled diagram of brain. Labeled diagram of a brain. These two are very important. Hormones about auxins, cytokinins, and gibberellin. Okay, you read about hormones. Beta, I'll send through description rest of the question answers. But you read, because you are having first bit 3 questions, second bit 4 questions, and third bit only 2 questions. So whatever the questions I have given, may I'm expecting 90% answers you will get from that. You focus on that. My battery is low. I'm signing off. Sorry for disappointing, because hereafter I'll come full-fledged with a full battery recharge. Thank you for your cooperation. See, children, if you if you subscribe, I can send you through this. Okay then. I'll send through that, because my battery is just 4%. Okay, beta. Thank you. वो बैटरी नहीं है बेटा.